because each of us helps to keep the room quiet when we're working. But we're not quiet all of the time.
You're not?
No, we know there are times and places to be quiet, and other times and places when we can make noise if we want to. For example, when we play, we make all the noise we want. Sometimes making a lot of noise is a part of the fun of the game. Because a quiet room helps all of us learn.
How do you do it?
Well, each of us knows how to work quietly. That's very important.
It's amazing what our schools looked like in the 1950s. We found teachers instructing classes of students in rows at desks. Paper and pencil dominated the learning tools. But take a look at today's environment. Technology is permeating our learning landscape. At Elizabeth Forward High School, we find a faculty of seasoned veteran teachers. Direct instruction was the de rigueur of pedagogy when they began their careers. Flash forward to the classroom in 2019. How has teaching changed to meet our new learner? How can technology be a useful part of the learning process? Over the past year, one group of daring teachers at the high school took that step to change instruction and to meet our learners. Here are their stories.
I prefer personalized only because I think, especially with technology, we're not all on the same level. And it's good that people are starting and they're new, but for those of us who've been implementing technology for several years, it's kind of difficult to sit through trainings learning things that we already know how to use in our classrooms. So it allows us, just like our students, to have, personalized learning.
I prefer personalized learning because the kids are able to decide what they choose to do for proving that they have learned any type of lessons that we've done with the objectives and trying to incorporate in something that they would be more happy with for having that kind of a result, as we have now technology that allows us to give them that perspective of an individualized choice.
Through the ability to examine and look at a lot of different pedagogies, I have been able to better address the needs of my students individually. We've taken a look at constructivist as well as inquiry-based learning, and it seems to be benefiting all of the students in my classes.
We have been able to take a great amount of time to reincorporate our lessons using the Apple products that Elizabeth Forward has been offered through the iPad initiative, the apps programs, and the modern teacher assisted learning. We've also had so many other opportunities to take these items, take the time that we need to make our lessons more centered on a student's needs, and then modify it if we need to help out additional students should they need remediation or if they need something in addition to just the classroom environment. It is more entertaining often to be a facilitator in this particular learning environment because you get an opportunity to know the student, especially if you have larger classes. You don't have to worry about as much discipline, and they are more focused whenever they have another tool in which that they can use to keep their attention. The Modern Teacher program allows us to take the opportunity to reevaluate our lessons and place there then some tools that supplement the main goal of whatever the objective was for that lesson. And I have found that having the kids with this iPad one-on-one initiative here in Elizabeth Forward, they have so many more opportunities to choose what they'd like to do, and at the same time having the technology to show a creative project instead of just something on paper and pencil.
With the new LMS, Canvas, it gives us the ability to push things out to the students on their iPads, and they're daily using the iPads in their classrooms. We're using inquiry-based learning, we're using constructivist, and the students are doing a lot of projects, video projects, audio projects, and research projects on their iPads.
It's made me learn a lot more in a short period of time, But whenever you get lazy, then sometimes you need a boost, and this has been one of the better boosts that you can have with, again, the iPads and the technology that we've been offered through the different things that the school district has, Modern Teacher and the Apple program. It has been a positive light on Elizabeth Forward rather than something mundane that you just keep doing every year over and over. So even though it's been a lot of work, it's been something that was a great challenge.
By using inquiry-based and constructiveness, it's allowed me to implement more technology using video, using project-based learning, and the students are benefiting from it.
The teachers who embarked on the journey last year have seen an increase in technology implementation within their classes. In exit interviews, they reported self-paced PD made it easier to devote full attention to learning. It successfully challenged complacency. There was an increase in student investment. It created a stronger base of teaching pedagogy to improve practice. They forged stronger relationships with administration. They formed a community of learners within the cohort, and they felt markedly more confident with using the technology provided to the students.